Hi, my name is Danielle Day, and I want to thank you for stopping by. You have found Tai Chi'll. What is Tai Chi'll? Well, it takes Tai Chi with aerobics and combines really fun things like wilderness therapy and magical Taoism and classic rock music, and I'm just so excited to share it with you. Let me ask you this. Do you practice yoga but feel like that's not something you can take everywhere you go, like especially when you're outside in nature, like at the beach or hiking? Do you practice meditation but you feel like if you take that seated stillness with you out into the world, you feel a little self-conscious, like you're just that weird person sitting at the end of a dock on the lake by yourself? You know, that's just fine, more power to you. But what if there was a way that you could combine a love of movement with a meditative mindfulness practice with all of the mind-body fun of a yoga practice? Well, that's kind of what we're doing here. I invented Tai Chi'll because I practiced Tai Chi in a studio in a really serious martial arts dojo with a really serious teacher, and I am not a serious person. I am a group fitness instructor. I have been teaching Tai Chi alongside yoga and Pilates in the class called Body Flow since about 2003, and I'm just excited to share something with you. Like you, I've been at home for about a year now, locked down and getting creative, so I want to thank you for stopping by. Let's get started. You'll want to go ahead and be dressed comfortably, so you know your favorite pants that you can kind of move and groove in, and a space that makes you feel good. This is our spare bedroom where my daughter stays when she visits, and it's filled with all of her childhood things. And it's also filled with the theme that she loved the best, which is Winnie the Pooh. I love Winnie the Pooh because in college, my very favorite book was The Tao of Pooh. It was my very second tattoo that I ever got. And it really spoke to my sense of spirituality. I was raised religious in a Catholic household, and going through school, I didn't feel like that really spoke to what I wanted to, you know, have as a vehicle of light and expression for my own heart's desires. And so that's what I love about the Tao of Pooh. It takes the Western spiritual tradition of the allegory of Winnie the Pooh and sets it against magical Taoism, which is a wonderful nature-based faith. And so let's play with these ideas together. You know, we're going to build Tai Chi'll here from the ground up and spring it on the world when we get back into the studios, back into the fitness centers, and back into gathering together. And you'll be well prepared for lots of fun. So get started here with your feet about hip distance apart, you know, right underneath your hip bones. And sway a little bit side to side, and notice right away this gets your ankles and your knees and your hips, you know, these big joints that need a little extra time to warm up when you're a classic rocker like me. I'm going to be 53 this summer, and the whole thing is people over 40 need a little extra warm up when we go to exercise. And so this is what we're doing with Tai Chi'll. The practice takes about 9 minutes, but like I said, this is a tutorial to break things down for you. Okay, feet hip distance apart. Bend your knees. Start to sway side to side as you transfer all the effort from one foot to the other. Now I can tell you, you'll have a little more fun if you add your shoulders and make this kind of a Mobius shape, you know, like a little infinity sign. So feel like your hips are kind of getting some circular movement. And let's start. Lift your wrists and then paint with your fingertips. 12 meridian lines, think of them as just big lines of electricity throughout your body. Innervate all your organs. And when you do these movements, you wake up specific areas. You can feel kind of a tingling, fiery sensation in your fingertips that tells you you're doing it right. So let's start off. This is for your heart meridian line. It's part of our warm-up practice we call universal palm exercises. As you inhale, lift with your wrists just to shoulder height. As you exhale, paint with your fingertips. Feel how this is. You might close your eyes and notice every time you paint with your fingertips down, it's a little tingle in the fingertips. It tells you you're waking up the chi. That's just your energy of focus. Okay, next part, extend your arms wide and then loop and turn your palms down. Let's do that again. You sweep, cross, and have your palms turned down and kind of rain the fingertips down toward the earth. You can feel it again in the fingertips. Now the next move here is pretty special. You take your hands like you're gathering and you lift and you hold right here, right about your diaphragm, okay? Then you flip and press up. Lock out your elbows like you're holding up the sky. And again, you can make this little Mobius shape with your hips. And you shift your work from your heavy side to your light side. So on this side, about 80% of the body's weight. Same on this side. And there you go. Now you're holding up the sky. Really have your elbows locked out. Feel the tingling in your fingertips. Okay, now turn one side down. Your left hand press away so that you're pushing both sides away from each other. Take the other side. Okay, so again, arms out, cross, breathe in. And as you exhale, let your hands, palms turn down, float down, and then lift like you're picking something up. Then right at the diaphragm, flip and hold. Now push up, extend your arms like you're holding up the sky, and you can sway side to side. And this is kind of where we end up using choreography. And later on, when we have a rock song we can play with together, we'll goof around with that. So there's no right or wrong, there's no magic number of how many breaths or how many movements you make. It's just yours, it's for you. Turn your left hand down, and again, push away. Opposite, like I feel a lot of, almost like a burning sensation in the left hand and a little tingle in the right. Now flip, so that now it's the right hand that's down like a block and you're holding up the sky with the left hand. And then feel the sensations are different. This way versus this way. Okay, now big breath here. Let's make the trees. There's a special hand cross behind the head and you press your arms out like you're in the forest, like you're a tree. Now, this is special. Each of these moves correlates with a different element of nature and different organs in the body. Yeah, so let's start where we were. The heart, we're firing it up. This is the element of fire. Yeah, and now metal. The metal element is symbolized by crystals. And this is for your lungs. It's about moving from grief and loss to value and acceptance. So it's taking us from our lower energies to our higher energies. So now extend your arms away and then check it out. Flip your trip. Yeah. Okay. And then now the trees. Cross your hands behind you and push away the world. These are the meridian lines that innervate your liver. And trees is the element in nature that represents time management. And so feel how nice this is. You have your arms locked out and you can feel the tingle in your fingertips. Now let's make the mountain. Join your fingers to touch and then slide your hands down like you're sliding down a snowy hillside. Mountain, this is the meridian lines that innervate your stomach. Yeah, and this is the element of the earth. Yeah. Okay, so here we go. From mountain, it's to the ocean. Take your hands behind you and push away like a wave. Again, big breath here. Take your hands behind your ears like you're trying to hear, like in a seashell. Push away the wave. Last time, here we go. And push. Okay, let's put them all together. Fire. For your heart. Metal, the crystals, moving from grief and loss to value and acceptance. To your lungs. And now, trees. Bring your arms out, cross, push away like you're in the forest. And that's the meridian line for your liver. And here we go. Mountain, slide. The element of earth, your stomach. And here we go. The waves, this is the water element. And these meridian lines innervate your kidneys. So it's all about managing vitality. Okay, so those are the last time. Up, down. These are the universal palm exercises. And they wake up all your organs and they invoke all the themes of nature that we play with in this practice. Make the trees, make the mountain, and now make the wave. Okay, now this is where we start to take a little journey. So watch my hands. See how I'm making two little wings? This is the yin and the yang, or yin and yang as we say. Both are best. Take your hands like little flags going opposite directions. And now we'll grasp the bird's tail. Put your hand, don't touch your arm, but run it alongside. Okay, so let's put that together. Here we go. All right. Now, notice how I changed my stance. Get into like the horse stance from yoga, Sanchalasana, the legs. This is where you really pull all that qigong energy from the center of the earth. It's really powerful. And yeah, now it's a block. So have your wrist at your shoulder height and extend your other arm out. Let's do the second side. So shift your work into the right leg and whew. Let's do it again. You're here, and then you're here. Now, we can repeat these movements, like I said, as many times as you want, and it's really helpful to do that because it helps you feel great and more confident. Remember, you're not trying to learn anything. You're not trying to get good at anything. This is just fun. Here we go. Watch. So again, I have one arm extended out. See how my hand is up? It's a little bit of a defensive thing. Like it could be a block. I could block a kick there. And right here, this is a strike. So the back of my hand could be huh. And so ha and so yeah, it feels good and powerful. Grasping the bird's tail. Okay, now let's add on. From here and here, we then shift your work to the left side. Take your hands like you're holding a little ball of energy and extend all the way out. Then turn your palms like you don't want to drop the ball and then flip. All right, let's do it again. Start from scratch. Take your feet hip distance apart. Sway back and forth. A really good way to warm up is to peel a shoulder back and another shoulder back. Just to get the sense that your head, neck, and torso, they move together. Okay, so let's begin. Okay, so remember after the waves, that's when we make the yin and yang. So you have your right hand up, your left hand down, and make this big windmill-y feeling. And then here you go. Boom. Second side. Shift your work. Boom. All right, now gather, push, and then pull, and then flip, 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 push down. Again, right there, right at the center. Okay, let's add on. Now reach back like you're gonna push someone away. This is called shut the doors. So watch how I have my hands about shoulder height and I'm pushing like I would push someone's shoulders away. Pull back, push. Okay, and again, you can do these moves as many times as you want. That's where you would add to some choreography. And frankly, it's just good because you're really lubricating joints. You're doing gentle cardio. So your heart is beating a little faster to deliver oxygen-rich blood to working muscles. And it lowers stress. It increases endorphins. And it helps you feel happy. All right. So let's put it all together again. Let's pick it up. From pick it up, pick it down, sweep around, float your fingers down, pick up, flip, hold, shift, press, switch, press. Take your breath, be the trees, push away. Mountain, here it is. Ocean, here we are. Yin and yang, make it true. Now take the big sweep. Take a second side. Get behind it. Push, pull, flip, 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 press down. Take and gather. All right, now let's add. Grab. Now, like that. Hold. Now you make a little boop, boop, little bird thing and you hide it. It's called single whip. And you run your hand past your heart and you go like that. Okay? You're here and you're here. Here and you're here. So put all your work into your right leg. Pick up your left foot. Make a little cat stand. It's where your big toe just barely touches. And then yeah, let's do it 2 more times. Okay, from here then you gather and you sweep and you turn your palms. Let's do it again. Lift like you're lifting and then press it down. Lift like you're lifting your hands, palms up, press it down. See, now the definition of cardio is your long limbs moving rhythmically over time in an effort to drive up the heart rate, in an effort to deliver oxygen-rich blood to the muscles. This is what we're doing. Okay, now pick it up, put it down, and now grab your elbow. Now, again, you're holding a little hook into your elbow nook and you're pushing. And it's a defensive thing. If someone was behind you and they weren't socially distancing and they were a threat to you, you could totally boom, boom. Now we're not practicing this necessarily to plan on hurting people, but it's just part of the tradition. It's a martial art so that you are kind of like cultivating some strength that if you needed to, you could use it. So take your hand and then finish the job with your hand. So you hold your elbow and then boom. Okay, now from here, sweep. Here we go. Get ready and then we call that brush the knee. Take your hand up here and take your hand up here and take it up and right by the knee. Okay, so let's add on. We're gonna finish up because we've covered a lot of ground today. And I'm just super excited. We cut a podcast that drops tomorrow, Monday, that tells you a little story, kind of fills in some more information about what we're doing and why. And this is all about the how. And I hope you're having fun. This is my favorite thing. I'm so happy to share it with you. And we're gonna just take little pieces at a time. Little pieces at a time. So don't worry about if you're learning it or if you're any good at it. That's the fun of learning stuff at home, isn't it? You know, you're by yourself. Nobody's watching. And I'm excited to help you out. Yeah. Like I'll be on a run outside and I'll just stop and do this. It just feels great. Okay, that's as far as we went today. So one last time and then we're wrapping it up. Okay, so fix your clothes and check your great timing. And feet hip distance apart. Soften your knees. Shift side to side. Peel back your shoulder. Now, swear, this is so helpful. You know, being over 40, sometimes I'll get out of bed in the morning and I'll just hit the ground running. And my connective tissues, my ankles, my knees, they're not warmed up yet. And I'll get hurt. So these days, you know, I stop and while I'm making coffee, I'll just kind of try to sway side to side and try to wake up my chi. Yeah, maybe this could be fun for you too. So inhale to lift, exhale to shift. That's your fire. Now let's go into the metal element. It's all about alchemy. That's why crystals are the talisman, the little souvenir for this element. They help us move from grief or loss to value and acceptance. Okay. So yeah, Let's get into it. Trees, put your hands behind you, push away the world. Mountains, touch and slide. Touch and slide. Waves, here we go. Once again, imagine the ocean. There you are. Make the yin and yang. Now, grasp the bird's tail, get into your stance, switch sides. Okay, and now get behind it, push, and then pull, and then press down. Now, take a big breath, push away, like shut the doors, and now grab. Practice that, grab. All right, cover your hand, sweep and huh. Cover your hand, sweep and huh. So put all your work into the right leg. 2 more times. All right, now gather, lift up, press down, gather, lift up, press down, gather, sweep up, press down, get your elbow, get in there, finish the job. Sweep up, big breath, gather, and 2 more, big breath, big breath. All right. So that's what we worked on together today. And let me go ahead and just finish up silently practicing the whole form so you can see what you'll be learning in our time together. So here we go. Go ahead and turn up the music, babe. We'll have a lot of fun together learning this form, and then one day we'll take it outside. We'll play outside with it on the beach, in the forest, wherever you want to feel great. Thanks so much. Have an awesome day.